So this is our first lecture of aptitude series, lecture 1, and we are focusing on calendars. In this lecture we will learn about the theory of calendars. Okay, secondly we will learn the tricks and tips, then we will solve some questions. Okay, and after that we will revise. Okay, as we planned, we will first go with theory, then we will cover tips and tricks, then we will cover questions, and after that we will revise the whole topic. Okay, so let's begin. First part is theory of calendars. Okay, so there are two types of years. First of all, a year, there are two types of years: normal year and leap year. And there are two types of leap years. Okay, the general leap year and the century leap year. Okay, so now let's start with normal year, then we will go on leap year, and it's two types. Okay, a normal year has 365 days. Okay, but it is a misconception that there are only 365 days in a year. If we go exact, there are 365 days, 5 hours, 49 minutes and 1.1 seconds to be exact. Okay, so now these 365 days and the remaining 5 days, 5 hours, 49 minutes and 1.1 seconds make a large difference when it comes to the century leap year. We will learn about that in future, in coming time. So now we have 365 days in a year, which means there are 52 weeks and one extra day. Okay, so it is 364 plus 1 day. Okay, and this 364 is 52 into 7 days. Okay, 52 weeks and 7 days, and this and the one odd day. So the 365 days are 364 days, which is 52 weeks and 1 day, which we call as one odd day. The concept of odd day is the only concept we need to know while solving the questions of calendars, so the concept of odd day is the only topic we must focus on. But we are learning about everything because these normal year or leap year or century leap year, or sometimes the exact day, number of days, hours or minutes in a year, make a crucial path for our understanding of the main topic. Okay, so go over to leap year. Okay, the next topic is leap year. Okay, so in a leap year there are 366 days, which means 52 weeks and 2 extra days, which we also called as 2 odd days. Okay, so here also we have the concept of odd days. Okay, now as we discussed earlier that there are two types of leap years. One is the normal leap year, and another one is centurion leap year. Okay, so if we can say that, let me ask you a question: is 1900 a leap year? The answer is no, because there are two rules to follow while declaring a year as leap year. Okay, and the reason behind this is that this is the number of days in a year, normal year, 365 days, 5 hours and 49 minutes. We will exclude the 1.1 second. Okay, so these 5 hours and 49 minutes make a huge difference when it comes to 100 years. Okay, the century years. So what we did is that we formulated two rules. The rule number one is that, so depending on the extra 5 hours and 49 minutes per year, we formulated two rules to generalize or to distinguish between a leap year and a centurion leap year. Sorry, a general leap year and a centurion leap year. The first rule is it must be divisible by 4. If it is so, it is a leap year, general leap year. But if it is a centurion if it is a centurion year, then to qualify itself as a centurion leap year, it must be divisible by 400. Okay. Let me write it properly. Okay. To qualify as a centurion leap year, a centurion year must be divisible by 400, which means, let me give you an example. Okay, first of all we will go for the general leap year examples and then we will move on to the centurion leap year examples. Okay, is 1936 a leap year? So when it comes to calculating if a year is leap year or not, just take the two rightmost digits and check if they are divisible by 4 or not. If they are so, it is a leap year. Okay, so 36 is divisible by 4, completely divisible. Okay, so it is a 1936 is a leap year. Next question. Is 1839 a leap year? So see, if 39 is divisible by 9, it is 4 point something, which is not completely divisible by 4. Sorry, which is not completely divisible by 4. Okay, 9 point something. Okay, so 1839 is not a leap year, but if you take 1700, example 1700, is 1700 a leap year? So we can say that 2 is divisible by 4. Okay, but we forgot about the second rule, which is if it is a centurion general year, we must check if it is divisible by 400 or not. So see if 700 is divisible by 400 or not, which is absolutely not. Okay, so 1700 is not divisible by 400, so it is not a centurion leap year. Okay, so it is not a leap year. From this concept of leap year and centurion leap year, we will now formulate a simple theory for ourselves, and the theory is the concept of odd days. Okay, so now if let's assume that the 1st of January 2025 started on Sunday. Assume, I don't know, it started on Sunday only. Okay, so if 1st of January 2025 started on Sunday and 2025 is not a leap year, okay, so the last day, that is 31st December of 2025, must end on the same day, that is Sunday. Why? There are 365 days. Okay, which means from Sunday to Saturday, first week. Okay, and it goes on for the 52nd week. Okay, Saturday and Sunday. Okay, it is the 52nd week. Now we got plus 1 day, Sunday. Okay, so we formulated a sequence of a rule or a short trick for odd days. If it is a normal day, if it is a normal year, the starting day and the ending day of that year is the same day. Okay, so when it comes to leap year, there are 366 days, which means 364 days, that is 52 weeks and 2 days. Okay, so 364 weeks and 2 days. So now the 52 weeks got consumed, like as we said, if it was 1st January 2024, and now assume that it started on Sunday. The last day of 2024 must end on Monday. Okay, why? Because there are 2 odd days. Okay, so we consumed Saturday, Sunday to Saturday, and now the first day is Sunday. So we got our 1 odd day cut, and now it is on Monday. So okay, so now we will formulate the rule for leap year. Okay, so the rule is the last day of a leap year is the next consecutive day of the starting day of the year. Okay, got it? So now we have formulated 2 rules, and the rules are: first is, for a normal year, the starting and ending day of a year is same. For a leap year, the starting and ending day vary by 1 day, which is the next consecutive day. Okay, there is a common misconception that after every 4 years there is a leap year, which is not true, because we have discussed earlier that there are 2 types of leap years: normal and centurion. Okay, and to negate the claim that after every 4 year there is a leap year, we can say that 1700 is not a leap year, 1900 is not a leap year, 1800 is not a leap year. So now we will formulate the number of days in a century, number of odd days in a century. In 100 years, there are 24 leap years and 76 normal years. Okay, so it makes it 124 odd days, which is 17 weeks and 5 odd days. Okay, so now in every year, in every century, there are 5 odd days. Okay, now we will use these 5 odd days for our next topic, that is 200 years or double century. In 200 years there will be 10 odd days, which means 1 week plus 3 days, that is 3 odd days. Okay, same goes for 300 years. There are 15 odd days, which means 2 weeks plus 1 odd day. Okay, and when it comes to 400 years, how many odd days are there? As we said that 5 odd days in a century, 1 century. Therefore, in 4 centuries, we will have 20 odd days, which is wrong. Why? Because when it comes to 4 centuries, we will take 1 plus day. Why? Because of the centurion leap year concept. Okay, so there are 21 odd days, which means 3 weeks. Okay, so there are 0 odd days actually in a, so there are 0 odd days in a century. Okay, so now we will create a table for the same which we have learned up till now. Okay, so the table goes like this: number of years and number of odd days. Okay, 100 years, that is a century, we will have 5 odd days. Okay, 200 years, we will have 3 odd days. 300 years, we will have 1 odd day. Okay, and for 400 years, that is 4 centuries, we will have 0 odd days. Okay, now this pattern will go on and go on for 5 centuries. There will be 5 odd days again, and it will carry on. Okay, so now we have learned every topic about the we have one topic remaining, that is the coding for the odd days. Okay, so we will just cover it in a simple table: code and day. For 0, it is Sunday. For 1, it is Monday. For 2, it is Tuesday. For 3, it is Wednesday. For 4, it is Thursday. For 5, it is Friday. And for 6, it is Saturday. Okay, and then it will be 0, which will repeat on Sunday. Okay, so this goes on and on. Okay, now we will revise the whole topic once again, and then we will solve some questions. These codes will help you to solve any question, and the concept of odd days and the concept of these codes will help you to solve any question that comes under the topic of calendars. Okay, so now we will revise the concept. There are 2 types of years: a normal year and a leap year. Okay, there are 2 types of leap year: normal leap year and a centurion leap year. Okay, what are the rules? If it is divisible by 4, it is a normal leap year. If it is divisible by 400, it is a centurion leap year. Okay, next, what is odd days? The extra remaining days while dividing a year into weeks is called as odd days. Okay, so there is 1 odd day in a year, 5 odd days in a century, 3 odd days in a double century. Okay, 1 odd day in a triple century, and 0 odd days in a 4 times century. Okay, or 400 years. Okay, so we will solve questions of the same topic in the next video. Thank you. Stay tuned. Do subscribe.